I don't know.
You probably should have.
It was a long way away from home, and they weren't giving me a whole lot.
Let's play!
Alright, yeah. So, this is our first recording here for our
This is going to be so bad.
our new channel.
No, it's not going to be bad.
Relax.
Yep.
Go around and introduce each
You
other.
start.
Yeah. My name is Ian, a.k.a. Preflight,
That's all we're going to say? Okay.
for now.
Hey, it's my name's Kevin. I'm going to be also known as Sparty under our channel.
And last but not least, longtime Pokemon fan and player, I am known as Todd Uriah. I'm a special guest. My name is Jake, and I will be entertaining you guys. I also have a quote for everyone here.
No,
It was
don't
quoted
read.
by Jay Feely. I'm looking at my previous Twitter tweets. And
Why?
Jake's just like,
Hey.
player.
listen,
Long time.
This needs to be heard by everyone.
no, listen. All that is required for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. That's my quote for you guys. And it's by Edmund Burke.
Oh, beautiful.
Here's the funny thing. We're actually not even talking about football.
I know. No,
Today,
I was
we're
reading my tweets and I decided to share that with
Well,
you guys.
today we are doing the top 5, in our opinion, of the top 5 Pokemon that we like
Right.
of
each type.
type.
Yes.
So we're going to go around.
That's why Jake introduced himself as a Pokemon lover, even though we never got to that point. In
Yeah.
The video yet.
This is
Right.
going to be pretty much more of a along the lines of gaming kind of thing, because when we get together, we all tend to have certain games that we like, and it's always a lot of fun to discuss this kind of stuff.
Are we going to do those
And
2K5
I think-
videos?
I'm sorry, what?
Are we going to do Espen videos? 2K5?
We might.
All right. No,
But
we should.
basically,
I think we should do a season.
We always have a good time talking about
I feel like
video
we-
games together,
I
so
feel like
I
this is
think...
going to be like our intro video, and then we're going to actually have to do a different video for this, because this is just going to be awful.
No.
It's
No,
just
we're gonna
like
keep
what
this going.
people do. We
This is
were
the right
inspired
thing.
to do this
Yeah.
by a certain AdamantDitto that have gained some popularity over
We
the
have
years.
our hearts for Ditto.
I like AdamantDitto. I like you guys a lot, and you know what? You definitely...
So we're going to
have a nice
continue
place
on
in
their
my heart.
trail and start doing lists and things like that, and we're going to see what we can do with this whole thing. But until our trial for Camtasia ends in 30 days, then we got to somehow figure out what we're going to do after that.
Yeah, because
okay.
that's going to be
Let's do it. So,
much money.
okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around, blah, 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 blah,
Yep.
and
This is a lot of types.
yeah,
You just
We
we're
have
gonna start-
5 for each type.
Yeah.
we're gonna start with Bug,
Wow.
and we're gonna go around with our number
It's
5.
in alphabetical order, in case you're curious.
Yes, and we're gonna start with Bug, and we're gonna go around the room.
Whoa.
Start with number
Alphabetical.
5.
Yeah.
Bug.
No. Like type.
Oh, okay. No. I thought you meant
like we're gonna go. We're gonna
We're gonna
go.
start with
I thought you-
Apom.
No, we're gonna start
No, listen. I thought you meant our favorite guys in alphabetical.
No.
order. I was
No.
like,
This is our
what?
typing thing.
We
Okay.
start with bug,
Right.
dark,
Right. Okay, I understand.
dragon.
I understand.
I'm gonna name it off.
Okay.
Electric,
Fighting, fire,
fire,
flying, ghost.
ghost. Oh, well, apparently I'm not allowed to say it.
Grass, ground, ice,
Yep.
normal.
Up and
Poison, psychic, rock, steel, water. Okay,
Up. Yep. Okay.
we're gonna start with number
Yeah.
5.
You guys are
Kev.
all assholes.
Why don't you go first?
Uh,
You're number 5.
And now let's just make everything clear here. The Pokemon that we're naming in each of these types, they need to be at least one of those types.
Yes,
so
it
if
doesn't
there's a
matter.
bug guy who's also rock, for instance, well then that's still allowed.
We
As long
also
as he has
decided
that type.
to include legendaries in this mix because normally me and Jake tend to like legendaries a lot more than Kev does, but we decided to put it in here anyways because it is supposed to be our favorite types.
most favorite Pokemon from that type.
From
Plus,
that type.
some types are just impossible not to pick legendaries for.
But when we eventually do a list of our top 5 favorite Pokemon in general from each generation, we probably won't have legendaries because it's just going to be me and Jake.
Except
are gonna
maybe
be
Gen
full.
4.
No, honestly, like I'm totally fine with my list, but let's just focus on this one. So, Kev, give us your number 5 for Bug.
Just 5s?
Yeah, we'll do 5s all around.
This is gonna be a long video.
gonna be a
it is.
long-ass
We're
video.
probably gonna have to break it up a few.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 5 would be Heracross.
Wow.
I'm actually a really big fan of bug Pokemon, and the first time I actually fell in love with a bug Pokemon would have to be Heracross in Gen 2. He is an interesting type with bug and fighting, and other than his double weakness to flying, I mean, what's not to like? He's a giant Hercules beetle. I'm guessing that's why they went with fighting for his type. It just
I like Heracross.
Heracross is great.
He's actually.
I'm surprised he's not on my list, but
he's honestly my favorite bug type.
But so
thanks for spoiling it for us.
I just thought I would point it out.
Well, spoiler alert.
No, I just thought I would mention it.
Lols. But yeah, I really like Heracross, and I felt he deserved a spot in my top 5.
Right.
Jake,
go ahead.
My 5th favorite for bug type is Armaldo. And reason being, he's a Gen 3 guy. And I thought it was interesting because... What, Kat?
No. What?
He's pondering the essence of life.
You look the other way.
No, I was just laughing because I felt like you just said Gen 3 just to like spite me.
Yeah, I did. Kev believes that
Jake is a Gen 1er.
I am.
He's
I'm a
the
Gen 1,
biggest
Gen 2.
Gen 1er
I like
ever.
Gen 2 too, though.
He does, because one of his
that.
favorite Pokemon is Lugia.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
But he's mostly a Gen 1er.
I'm a classic guy. I like the Johto and the Kanto guys. I like that.
I've gotten over that. Because I used to be like that, but I've gotten over.
I like the Hoenn region.
It's not all thanks to you. It's just playing Showdown and all that stuff.
Right.
Keep going, Jake.
Anyways, Armaldo. Reason being, I like guys that, I'll just say it as it is, that look cool. And I think Armaldo looks pretty awesome. And also, he does have an interesting type because he is Rock and Bug. And he's a decent Pokemon. I mean, he's not awful. And the fact that he's Bug, I actually kind of just found this out that he was Bug. I thought he was just Rock.
You didn't know he's Bug?
No, I honestly didn't. I thought Anorith, his first form, I knew he was Bug.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No,
Armaldo
yeah, he
was
keeps
too.
the Bug typing.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, but...
I mean, granted, there's a lot of Pokemon that I didn't realize the type combinations until I did this list and looked it up, so I can understand that, but...
Well, I mean, that's why I like Armaldo, just because he looks sweet. That's basically my list. I like guys that are swag.
Hashtag Armaldo swag.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Armaldo as well.
I actually don't have him on my list, but my number 5 is Carablast. Because I have a thing with Carablast.
Shit.
Carablast is the shit, alright? I play Pokemon Showdown along with everyone else here. Except Jake sort of does, sort of doesn't. But I remember playing a random battle, and the only Pokemon I had...
Son of a bitch.
What?
It was against me.
Yeah, it was against you. And the only Pokemon I had left was Carablast, and I never even knew who that was. I was like, who the hell is Carablast? And he had 4 guys left. And I won. I somehow came back from a 4-1 to destroy him.
The shit out of me.
I looked into Carablast and found out that he's actually pretty damn powerful. Mm-hmm. And I have to give him...
Carablast.
Yeah.
How many... I'm not too familiar with these newer guys.
He's a Gen 5er.
Yeah, I know that, but
he evolves.
Who does he evolves into that one?
I don't know
crap,
how.
No,
the guy with the
it's Excalibur.
Yeah.
Excalibur. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No. Really?
Yeah, it's the Bug Steel type.
No way.
With the lance.
Hold on.
Yeah, he
Is it really?
into him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just go with you on that one.
Oh, you're right.
Here's the thing.
You have to trade Shelmet with him.
Here's the thing.
That is
both Carablast
evolves into Shelmet?
No, Shelmet. You have to trade a Shelmet and a Carablast to get the
forms of each of them. Something weird.
That's really weird.
Because the Carablast takes on the shell of Shelmet.
Sure? What about that one guy, the Excelgor guy? He's in the Elite Four.
A Selgor, he's talking about.
Yeah, a Selgor. The guy with like the wind blowing like.
That's the evolved form of Shelmet.
Really? No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
I thought Shelmet evolved into Escavalier. I'm gonna look this up right now.
Son of a bitch. Carablast. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with my point.
Carablast takes on the shell from Shelmet, and Shelmet loses his shell.
Alright, well, I'm gonna continue on my point here while we're figuring this out. Usually we're pretty good with this kind of stuff, but I have loved Carablast ever since. Really one of the... I'm not saying that I'm a Gen 1er, but I definitely tend to like the older generation, but I do like other Pokemon from other generations, and Carablast is definitely one of those situations because something about him is just so charming. He's got such a great attack, and he evolves into a great Pokemon that also has great attack.
Kev's right, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course he is. He's fucking amazing.
You trade him with a Shelmet to get it.
Anyways,
one of the main reasons I know that is because I came home I didn't sleep the one night at school. And I came back to my dorm, and my roommate left his TV on, and Pokemon was on, and that episode was on.
Oh.
And it was a Shelmet Carablast.
That's so weird. Why? I've never heard of something like that, where you have to trade 2 Pokemon to get an evolution form.
Well,
we're gonna
move on to 4 here. So, Kev, go ahead.
Number 4. My number 4 for bug types would be Ariados.
Ariados?
Chime Chip?
Shut your mouth right now.
Yeah, it's a Ariados, technically, but I don't care. Go ahead.
All right.
I say Ariados.
All right, good
Ariados. Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay, keep going.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Okay, okay.
Sorry for the vulgarity.
No, I mean,
give me a break.
This is YouTube. This isn't.
All right, so
Nickelodeon.
Once again, my love for bug Pokemon started in 2nd gen. Did you say Nickelodeon?
This isn't Nickelodeon.
All right,
keep going.
All right, let's go.
Nickelodeon.
Once again, I fell in love with bug type Pokemon in 2nd gen, and the first bug type that you run into that isn't from Gen 1 would be Spinarak, when it turns to night. And so it was one of the first ones. It's the one I caught, and I leveled it up, and I really fell in love with, because I don't know, I kind of like spiders, and I have another spider on the list, but I kind of like spiders, and so I was like, oh, this is really cool, and then Spinarak turned into Ariados, and I was just like, that is a completely badass looking Pokemon.
You know what, honestly, I was going to put Ariados as my 5th favorite. I was debating on whether
I saw that.
You know what's really funny?
Did you scribble it out or something?
No, I didn't. I was just really considering it.
You know
how I like
was
Ariados too.
Talking about how Steelix was ground. I have him on my list on the ground.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Anyways, so yeah, that Ariados number 4.
Okay.
All right, Jake.
Number 4 for me, Kev. Do not hate on me. He's a Gen 1er. Pinsir.
Oh, good. Okay.
I like Pinsir.
I prefer I prefer Scyther over Pinsir.
Well, he's probably going to have him up there
on this list as well. Yeah. So
spoiler.
Yeah, another spoiler. Hate to burst anyone's bubble, but here's the thing. Pinsir, he's a nasty Pokemon, but he's so cool.
See, I always had a problem with Pinsir. I'm sorry to interrupt, but just because of the show.
The episode where he crushes Metapod.
He breaks Metapod.
He doesn't really do that, though. It's just like Ash imagining him.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, and then Metapod breaks Pinsir's.
But the one thing I always thought, Pinsir doesn't evolve into Heracross.
They said a lot about that he was
Why
supposed to.
did I think and then I remember the Johto episode where there was the war between the Heracross and the Pinsir.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, well, this can't happen. They fight. They hate each other. They're rivals. They can't evolve into one another. That doesn't.
But I feel like it was supposed to be Scyther and Pinsir, and then Scyther gets an evolution, but Pinsir doesn't, and I think that's a little unfair.
That is kind of
Pinsir's just kind of like, but what about me?
I like Pinsir, and I honestly think he's a sleeper. He's one of those sleeper Pokemon.
It's probably going to be eventually. They're probably going to give him a evolved form. I thought for sure that Carablast was going to be the first form of Heracross, just going back.
Yeah, no,
he probably could have been.
That makes a lot of sense.
I think they seem to be slowly getting rid of doing baby Pokemon now because they've realized it's kind of useless.
Yeah,
but they're adorable.
Yeah, whatever.
Kev, you like those cute Pokemon.
I'm gonna move on here because this is.
Kev likes the cute Pokemon, but Ian, you go ahead. You go ahead.
My number 4 is Shedinja. Mostly because Shedinja is just so absolutely... a lot of people say, some Pokemon are made for gimmicks. One of the gimmicks being, how Burmy and Wormadam were made because wherever you catch them, they have different types. And, Spinda is a gimmick because you never have the same Spinda each time. Well, the difference here is, Shedinja, it doesn't really seem like it's much of a gimmick because, they purposely gave him 1 HP in this Wonder Guard thing that like prevents him from being attacked by certain things that weren't super effective. And if you give him a focus sash, he basically just doesn't get hurt at all for like the first while he's out there. And like something about the fact
question your. I mean, I like that he's Ghost and Bug.
Yeah, I love that too. And like the thing is, like he's so eerie, and also the whole fact that like he could be, if you use him right, so powerful with only 1 HP.
But he sounds so stupid.
What does that mean? He sounds.
Like you ever hear his cry?
No.
You ever see the episode? You never seen that episode with Shedinja?
I know he was in like a movie.
I never saw any Gen 3
Oh, I don't know what it was.
Was it a movie or it was a movie? It was I don't know. It might have been an episode or something. But I remember.
I hate that.
But as far as the game goes,
it's almost as bad as when I found out how Kingler talked.
No, that's Krabby. Kingler's kooky. Yeah,
it's like stupid. It's like
I don't like that either. But honestly, Shedinja is in my mind just an eerie kind of cool Pokemon.
I really liked it for how they like had him evolve. How you had to have an open slot.
Yeah,
that was very cool.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like,
how they, like,
he's not a gimmick. Yeah. It's like an actual like useful thing.
Personally, I don't like Ninja much.
I don't either.
I'm not a big fan of Ninjask either.
But I don't mind that he's fast.
But I do like Shedinja. Yeah. I do like Shedinja.
All right, let's move on to 3.
All right. This is gonna be forever.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're probably gonna break it up for each.
Maybe we just do. Yeah. I was just whispering.
That's what me and Jake was talking about. For my number 3, it's gonna be another spider, like I said before. My number 3 Pokemon is Galvantula.
Oh.
Gen 5.
Electric and Bug.
That is a great typing.
Electric and
it's
Bug.
really a great typing, and I respect you for putting them on there.
Gen 5 did something beautiful with Bug Pokemon and made Bug Pokemon not suck. They made some really good Bug Pokemon involving like Volcarona.
Wait, was
he
was Gen 5. Oh, I'm getting myself.
Yeah, no, like the champion.
Durant.
Right?
Yeah, right. Durant is another good one.
Is a good
I don't like Durant.
He's a good typing.
Stupid.
I honestly just don't like his name. Like
you realize if you put a fire type up against him,
Did you ever notice that Durants are all around those like that Heatmore guys? That they eat them.
Yeah, get how Heatmore is the anteater.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah.
All right, keep going.
But
that is cool.
But I think Gen 5 did a beautiful thing with Bug Pokemon. And I think they did it really well with Galvantula. I fell in love with Joltik. I thought he was adorable.
Kev, you love the adorable.
I can't help it. They're adorable. How can I not love them?
Little forms.
And then he evolved into Galvantula, and he was a tank. He's so fast, and he hits hard. He hits very hard. And the fact that he can take out 2 of the Elite 4 by himself in 5th gen, he stole my heart away.
All right. I respect
Jake?
it. I respect it. Third on my list here, I don't know if it comes as any shock to you both. I chose another Gen 1 guy. Scyther is third on my list.
That figures. That's funny.
I
thought it was.
The first time I even saw Scyther, I thought he just looked awesome. First of all, he was green. Green is my very favorite color.
Go green.
And he's just sweet. Like, he's so cool. And he's fast. I mean, I personally would not use him in the game, but I would catch him just to have him.
I would try to do that too.
Like, just because he's just cool.
Scyther was just such a pain in the ass to catch.
He was. But I loved when they added him into Gold and Silver in the bug catching contest. That was
so awesome. Oh my god!
Didn't you need a pincer in that too?
You can get any bug type.
Except for Heracross, right?
I'm pretty I don't think. Pretty sure you can find him at some point. I don't remember.
You headbutt in like New Bugtown to get Heracross.
Yeah,
I don't know the whole details about it,
but in like near Cherry Grove and stuff. But anyways, who's worth more in that, Scyther or Pinsir?
I think it was Scyther.
I'm pretty sure it's Scyther.
I think Scyther was the one that like pretty much always won if you got a Scyther.
And you got an Everstone or whatever for winning, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
didn't it depend?
no, you pretty much always got
No,
an
no.
Everstone
If
every time.
you won, you got the Sunstone.
That's right.
Oh, the
then you could,
Sunstone.
Because then you
You're
could evolve Sunkern.
Yep, and the Sunflora. Yep,
Yep.
you're right. But yeah,
That's
Scyther, I like Scyther, and I think everyone likes. I mean, not many people.
It
don't like
is
him.
hard not to like Scyther.
And
I never realized he was flying type.
Yeah.
Was he flying type ever since, like, even in Gen 1?
I don't think he was in
I
Gen
don't
1,
know.
but actually he was.
I think he was.
Because I remember on Stadium he is.
Yes.
All right.
Real quick, first time I really started to like Scyther was when I was playing the trading card game, and my buddy John actually had a Scyther card, and he used it against me. He used Swords Dance, and it doubles his attack, and he used Slash, and
just
killed
wrecks
me one shot.
Wrecks you.
I think I had like a Growlithe out or something, and I thought I was going to get by him because he was fire, but he ended up killing me anyway. So, but anyways, moving on to Ian.
Well, it's funny because my number 3 is also Scyther.
Oh, all right.
The thing about Scyther is just the pure fact that he is so rare makes it already interesting enough to try to go and find him.
Yeah.
The blades on his arms have always fascinated me because
he's
there's only a couple
sickle.
Pokemon that do
Sweet.
things like that. Like Kabutops is another. It's I don't know. It's just a
I'm not sure
unique
if anyone
thing.
else has sickles.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. I'm sure
someone. If
Oh,
anyone
Armaldo
comments on
does.
Kinda.
Yeah.
he sort of does. He sort of doesn't. But Scyther is just, honest to God, one of the coolest bug types. And one of the things that
kind of
always
does too.
Yeah.
Who?
Genesect.
Genesect.
No, not
He
really.
kind of does.
Well, it's different because he's a machine.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is like this is supposed to be like a natural thing. Like,
He bug steel.
yeah. Anyways,
I'm not a big fan.
the other thing that I really like about
Honestly, I don't
Scyther
know.
is like Scyther when you go into Bugsy's gym. That was the
Oh, yeah.
honestly, that was
Oh,
the
my
last
goodness.
Pokemon I was expecting.
Me
I
too.
saw Kakuna and
You're
I
just
saw
like-
Metapod. I'm like, it's got to be like some sort
A
of Gen
Butterfree or
1.
Beedrill.
I thought it was going to be like a Fortress almost, or like some sort of Gen 2 bug, and it was Scyther. And I
Did
was
not
like,
realize
oh, man.
Pineco was bug until like
Really?
a couple not until like a couple generations.
I was
after.
just shocked.
Wow.
I was honestly
I had
shocked
no
that
idea.
like he was in there.
Okay.
And then
Quick
add
cue.
in the fact that I didn't realize that Fortress was steel either.
I was just gonna ask, who was the first bug in Steel type?
It was Fortress.
Yeah, it was Fortress.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we're gonna go on to number 2 here.
Also, Pokemon Snap with Scyther. I thought that was awesome.
That was always a bitch.
And
to
it was
me.
Like,
even
so
in
cool.
Pokemon
Throwing
Snap,
pester balls.
he was rare to get.
Yeah.
because
he
you
was
had
rare to get in every game.
I
he
love
still
it.
is.
I
Like,
love it. He's majestic. All right, Ken.
Okay, so my number 2, if AdamantDitto does watch this, they're gonna yell at me.
Oh, you dick!
My second favorite Pokemon would be Yama for bug type.
Oh wow.
Once again,
I was
Gen
debating
2.
on him.
Gen 2 made me love bug Pokemon, and my favorite bug Pokemon from Gen 2 was Yama. He was adorable.
Look, I have no
He's
problem
a
with him.
fucking dragonfly.
Yeah, but-
and I watched his episode. That's when I fell in love with him. I watched the episode,
I never saw the Yama.
I
and-
never saw that either.
and it made me so happy. I loved it. He would like fly by, and he would shatter windows. He would he would shatter
He's
windows just
fast.
by flying up by.
So
and
fast.
I
it
just
was
never
so cool.
got the attraction. Like, he's fine. I don't have like I'm not like AdamantDitto in the fact that like I have a problem with him, but like I don't know, he's just there. Like you can't find him in any of the freaking games,
That's
but
not
he's
true.
just there.
He's actually really easy to get in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Well, that's Heart Gold Soul Silver, but like it's just
What about Gold and Silver?
he's
Like regular?
bland. Like
It's
it's
a little bit more
so
than
hard.
that.
Yeah.
I can never find him.
Because I think I never even got him on my Silver.
Oh my
or if I
God.
did, it was like last minute, and then it,
And then you don't want to even
24
bother training.
minutes.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
It's okay.
I keep going.
Yeah.
All right.
We're on 2.
Next up for me.
It's number 2.
You know, I thought that, it couldn't get any cooler after Scyther. But Scyther happens to evolve into Scizor. And Scizor is my number 2. He is a boss.
Once
I
again.
love Scizor.
Episode.
Actually, hey, I might be wrong on that. First bug and steel type. Is Scizor before Fortress?
No, I don't think he is.
You
No,
don't
no,
think so?
yeah.
Fortress is before.
Fortress is like 47 or something in the Johto.
But in the
Is he?
overall
I might be completely wrong on that. I don't
in
know.
the overall Pokedex, is he over him?
I'm pretty
don't
sure
know.
he is.
And once again, if
Yeah.
someone will comment, if
Yeah.
people actually watch this, someone will
Please comment and correct me.
and tell us.
But yeah,
Gotta love that.
Scizor is so cool, and I was so pumped up because I actually collected Pokemon toys and like the little figurines. Kev, stop
That
laughing.
Scizor was
That-
awesome.
I know,
I
wasn't it?
literally love that
Wasn't
thing.
it so cool?
I
Just
wanted
made-
that
just
so
made me
bad.
think of something.
Oh, okay. Appropriate.
No.
No?
Just makes the worst of you.
I don't know, Kev. I mean,
I know, right?
you usually think of something.
No, I was thinking about like when we
perverted.
traded. I traded you a Pokemon toy
Oh,
for like
yes.
a Harry Potter
Okay.
trading card.
Harry Potter,
quick side note.
inappropriate.
Real quick side
Yeah,
note.
so inappropriate.
I traded Kevin a Harry Potter trading card for. It was a Quidditch trading card actually, and
Quidditch.
yeah,
So
I
inappropriate.
traded him a Quidditch trading card for a Charmander.
I remember you
Pop-Tart.
telling me about that. You were so excited.
A
that-
Charmander Pop-Tart figurine.
Yeah, that's right.
They
It
were
was
collectibles, and it was
Pop-Tarts.
like a shiny one too, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was-
But anyways, Scizor is just the man. I love Scizor, and honestly, I don't think there's anyone who doesn't think Scizor looks cool.
Scizor looks so cool.
Like, and that's what honestly, and it sounds bad because I base my guys off of coolness,
He's-
but not all my guys are
he's so
like.
like sleek and
He is.
shiny. He's just this amazing.
I
red
like
color.
power. And he's powerful. He's a powerful bug type.
Honestly, it's
He is.
really surprising, like, to think of Scyther and be like, how can we make this cooler and actually pull it off?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
seriously, that was the best part of it.
I
And-
remember the first time I saw Scizor. Sorry, Jay.
Oh, it's okay.
I remember the first time I saw Scizor. It was once again the anime,
Yeah.
and his episode was very very interesting, even though Ash still won, which should have never happened.
Ash
That should never
always-
win ever.
No,
Ah.
Bulbasaur, use Whirlwind.
Yeah, that's,
Whirlwind?
I never knew Bulbasaur.
Did you know,
No
did you know
Whirlwind.
Snorlax can learn Whirlwind?
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But yeah, like in the episode, and like he would like trip out Pokemon by using his pincers as like extra heads. So
Yeah.
it looked like he had 3
Yeah.
heads.
Oh.
And
I
it was
saw
all,
that.
It was
I
all
saw
like
that.
cool.
See,
Part of
I
it,
never
at
got.
least.
I never watched too much of that. Like I
We need to
should.
keep on
I know.
watching.
Me and Kevin, last summer before we went off to school, we watched every single episode of the first season of Pokemon, and man, do we have some stories about that. But that's another video for another day. Let's move on. My number 2 is Genesect, for the pure fact.
I don't like Genesect.
I know,
Jake is just
Jake.
saying
not like Genesect.
Here's the thing.
I don't like him.
I've always been fascinated by the fact that humans could actually make a Pokemon, and this is supposed to be kind of like a Mewtwo scenario that you can just make a Pokemon like this. I have no problem with the fact that, like, if people don't like
It's a
Genesect too much.
robot.
I know, and like,
But you know what? Registeel.
here's the
Registeel.
thing. You know how you like
All those are
powerful?
golems.
You also like
Yeah, that's
powerful things.
Yeah.
He's the
Oh, I'm not
definition
gonna
of
deny
it.
that.
He's got
Well,
the
obviously
ability
he's a legendary.
download,
Yeah.
or what's the ability that increases his special attack by 1.5, like immediately?
When he downloads information.
Isn't it
or something.
download?
I think it is download. It's just automatically.
Same one that
Porygon Z has.
Porygon.
All of a sudden, as soon as you take him out,
Yeah, he
and,
got Porygon.
and he can learn such a variety of attacks. I think he looks
I'm just
interesting enough to put him at my number 2, and
Okay.
number 1 now.
I can deal with that.
Actually surprised. Number 1. Now,
Still don't like him.
this Pokemon right here is very dear to my heart. It's my favorite Pokemon of all time. And I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from it. I still get hate from these.
See,
Oh,
I think you're only going to get hate
no.
from people who agree with us.
Oh, God.
These two yell at me all the time for
Oh,
it.
my God.
My favorite Pokemon and my number 1 for bug types is Surskit. And I'm going to tell you why. Surskit is
I'ma tell you why.
fucking
I'll tell you
adorable. There's nothing other to describe it. It's just it's a little ball with like a little antenna
little
on his head.
teapot on his
He's
head.
got a little antenna on his head.
Oh, my God.
Four tiny legs. He's a water strider. And
As much as
he's an adorable blue color. Let me talk.
Go.
He's a cute blue color. He's got those little hearts on his cheeks.
Those are hearts, they're not actually circles.
I consider them hearts.
They're
Oh my
hearts.
god.
That's even
It's
stupider.
adorable.
Kev,
It's probably not
You
hearts.
would fit in
Great.
with Matt.
But it's like what?
Matt from AdamantDitto, like he just loves.
But
cute things, like,
it looks like it could be hearts. Like they literally could be hearts. They're little pink spots on his face.
That's not a Pokemon, in my opinion. That's just a cute thing
then,
to put on display.
And then he has an amazing typing.
I won't deny that. I do like his typing.
A water bug type.
Cool.
Because it eliminates fire as a possibility. It eliminates a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I still don't like him.
And then they kind of ruin Surskit for me when they have him turn into Masquerain. He loses the water typing and becomes...
Really?
Yeah, he becomes Bug and Flying.
He becomes Bug and Flying.
Which is very typical.
Which is very unoriginal, and I just don't like that.
I agree.
I love Surskit, but I hate his Evolve form, and they should not have done that. They should get something else. Or they should make another water bug type, because I feel like it would still be adorable, and I would still love it.
Maybe they should make a baby form of Surskit.
Maybe they should.
No, Kev, no.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
Maybe get like a Suskit.
Suskit?
Oh my gosh.
Suskit, got it.
Called Suskit. All right, Jake.
All right. Number one, as I mentioned... bring
us back to reality here.
Video,
you guys suck.
is Heracross.
Yep.
Heracross is... He was the first Pokemon... When I got a sneak peek at the Johto region for the first time... And it was actually in one of my Pokemon magazines that I got when I was younger. They showed all the Johto region, all the Pokemon from that generation in Japanese. And the first guy that I saw that was intriguing to me was Heracross. And I thought, wow, this guy looks really cool. And I always thought that he evolved from Pinsir. I always thought that. And like we said earlier, obviously...
He doesn't.
Yeah.
But
he's so cool. And the thing that was really intriguing too, Megahorn. That
was exclusively his for a while.
Yeah, that was Heracross's attack.
And it was the first actually powerful bug attack.
Yeah,
it was.
Because really all they had was Pin, Missile, and Twin Needle.
Yeah.
For a while.
Wait, was it 120 or is that a...
Yeah, it's 120.
120, right? Yeah.
Now it is at least. I don't know if it was.
Yeah, no, I think it always has been.
Now they have X
and the thing is
bug
but I mean, that was the first...
Bug bite and stuff like that.
The thing that's good about Heracross is at least now he still is powerful, even with all the Pokemon that's come out today.
Oh yeah,
you can put Guts and Toxic Orb on him, and he is powerful.
He's bug and fighting. I mean, that's those two types right there. They both resist one another, so that's cool.
That's always a cool thing, kind of like water,
together.
electric kind of thing.
Like I said, the only disadvantage is that his double weakness to flying. Then,
yeah.
But
I mean, I think he's just cool.
But
he looks cool, and he's a good Pokemon. He's strong. And
a bug fighting combination that covers so many types. It's not even funny.
It does.
Yeah. Especially the ones that seem to be. See, in my opinion, there are types like fire, water, grass, electric. Those ground, rock.
Like the elemental.
And then the other ones are like ghost, dark, ghost, dark, psychic, bug, kind of by themselves, kind of a thing. And it covers both of those ranges, and it's just a unique thing to do.
Yeah. Heracross is awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, my number one is kind of not that exciting because we already said it. It's Scizor.
Nice.
Because Scizor, in my opinion, is just... It's got to be the coolest bug type. There's nothing cooler than a red fucking thing with the metal coat on it.
Claw.
I mean, you see it in Super Smash Bros., and you don't think it does anything interesting or whatever, but it's just the coolest thing. Just seeing it come out and go... Scizor, and then knock someone off of the freaking map. It's cool in every aspect. There's never a time where you be like, "Wow, that's a weird looking." That's a stupid.
My mind tried to convince me that I was getting sick of Scizor because I kept seeing him everywhere, but I couldn't. He's just that awesome.
He's just such a good Pokemon.
He was the poster boy for Steel types.
Yeah.
There's no other
way
to describe it. No, I see him over Steelix.
Really? Because I don't see that.
Really?
Honestly,
I know. I just see him as
maybe it's just my love of bug types, but...
So do we want any just quick honorable mentions of anything?
Actually, I like Venomoth.
I was going to put him on my list.
Venomoth.
I like Venomoth. I like no, I'm pretty much alone in this, but I like Vespiquen because something of I know
gross.
I think Vespiquen has an upside
See,
to it.
me and Jake don't like Vespiquen for a different reason. Jake doesn't like it because it's female.
All right, Kev. That has nothing to do with this.
That's exactly
Jake is
what
slightly
it is.
sexist, slightly.
With Pokemon.
Yeah, you can only evolve. You can only
Ian
evolve
I
a
know.
female.
Though, see, I was now trained to not catch female Pokemon because you just
Me
taught
and
me that
Ian,
way.
from a young
You
age,
drilled into my head.
I
You're
know,
like, guys
I know.
are better. Like they just have better stats,
It's
and I'm like,
just-
oh, okay.
and
So
when
When
I'll
I
catch
was young,
In the
I used
original,
to think
it's
that.
an original game. It didn't matter. All the
I know,
Pokemon were
it
exactly
didn't.
the same.
I
And you know
know.
what? Ian pointed out to me that there was a gender logo in the Johto game.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
like, hey.
wow, this is different. Like, I never even understood this. The only time I ever saw that was with Nidoran female and Nidoran male. And
I thought it was
well,
weird
whatever.
too. Like I didn't.
But, and then from that moment on, I was like, well, I'm a boy, so, and I thought girls had cooties, so I would always just catch boy Pokemon, and I've done it ever since. So,
And
Um,
Jake
you know.
basically told me to do the same thing. Like, why are you catching? Why is one of your Pokemon a girl? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, dude, don't you know they actually have less stats? I'm like, oh, really?
and that's not true.
Obviously, that's
at
not
all.
true.
true.
But now it's
You're a
like,
Pokemon to breed.
now it's like it's ingrained in my head. I'm almost afraid to go out.
Me
but
too.
The thing
And
is,
it's
like,
bad.
I have a girl Ampharos on my gold version.
You do.
And I love that thing.
And
half
I,
to death.
you know, I was upset about it at first, but I've come to accept it myself.
So
The female thing, male thing doesn't matter to me.
it does. It doesn't. It's stupid.
It is
really
stupid.
is.
It really
But
is.
But,
like
like-
the reason why I don't like Vespiquen personally, I'm sorry, we should probably end that side note because this is gonna take a really long time for honorable mentions.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
I don't like Vespiquen just because of how difficult it is to get a female Combi.
I know,
That
right?
drives me up
yeah.
a freaking wall. Vespiquen is a decent Pokemon.
I just think it looks interesting.
And I feel like she is semi-powerful if you use her the right way.
Yeah.
Even though it's another bug flying
Interesting.
combination.
Yeah, interesting.
But and didn't she get Power Gem, which was like a rock type move?
yeah, she
I
did.
think so.
Which is interesting for a flying bug type to get.
That's the quad. Super effectiveness against him. So
yeah, so it's
and
really
real
interesting.
quick, just throw in 3 more honorable mentions. I have Butterfree, Beedrill, of course. You gotta throw those
Yeah, you
guys
gotta
in.
throw
The
them. Okay,
originals. And then, of course, as we mentioned earlier, Fortress, because, I mean, Fortress
is cool.
Koga had them. And
that was always interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Because Koga's poison and Steel
Blake,
resist poison.
my brother,
Yeah.
loves
So,
Koga.
Steel's
so.
plain immune to poison, and to think that Koga would have one is just strange. But I think,
See, like I said, I never realized that Fortress was Steel, so
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until Heart Gold.
Well,
No, I played Steel Silver.
I think
so.
we're gonna have to stop this, and we'll move on to our next type when we get to that chance.
We
So,
are going to be doing Dark next.
Dark next.
Awesome.